One attention that is still required is to see each other as souls. You are now aware that you are not the body, you are not the name, the nationality, the religion, you are not the occupation, nor the family where you are born. You are the light, an eternal being of incorporeal light. And it does help to see each other as a tiny star of light. When you see each other as bodies, then you see the differences between the bodies. And you also remember the past of the body. Each body is a representation of a role. That soul had to play a certain role. And when you remember the name and the body, then you remember the role of that soul. In the past, in that role, the soul has upset you with something. They have taken away from you some piece of happiness. They have given you some unfair distribution of resources. In one way or another, that role has been affecting you, and you perceived that as being negative. You don't like their role anymore. You don't accept it. You reject it, or you isolate yourself from that role. When you use the name and the body of someone, you become attached to their specialities or to their defects. Whether you look at the specialities or you look at the defects, the result is the same: attachment. When you remember the name of someone, you remember that at the time of need, they helped you. They had a good idea which you used for your own benefit. They had some dharna, some special behavior that you imbibed. All of that are related to the role. But you think that was useful to you, so you remember it. The more you remember it, the more you get attached to it. The more you are attached to it, the lesser you can see the soul, and you can consider yourself a soul. Similarly, when you see the body of someone and you remember their name, some defects may come to your mind, the weaknesses of that role. In that role, you have noticed that the actor is playing the part of someone who doesn't know how to have manners. They don't know how to be polite. They do not express gratitude. All of that are part of the role. But you have imbibed that defects. You have looked at that weaknesses to the extent that now they exist in your mind. Maybe that role has changed already. They already have let go of being ungrateful. But that lack of gratitude still lives in your mind. That creates attachment in your mind to something that you perceived as being in someone else, but now it has become yours. Eventually, you realize that you can only be attached to what it is within yourself. You are attached to your qualities. You are attached to your defects. You are attached to the consciousness of your name, your body, your position, your abilities. Everyone else's role is secondary. You are appreciating the most your role, what you are and what you are doing here on this stage. And this attachment doesn't allow you to experience the original qualities of the soul, doesn't allow you to be in the consciousness of the eternal being of light. Now judge for yourself. Are you having a good inner life with all these attachments in your mind? Freedom, even for short moments, when you consider yourself a soul, when you see yourself as a tiny point of light, then the mind becomes free from the obsession with the role and with the roles of others. Are you willing to become invisible? Invisible is your truth. You, the soul, you are a tiny point of incorporeal light that cannot be seen with the physical eyes. It can be perceived, sensed, or recognized through the divine intellect. When you renounce the consciousness of the body, you become light. You no longer have that heaviness, that waste thoughts of the body and of the identity of the body. There is nothing wrong with being in a human body, but to identify yourself with something that you are not is a sign of great sorrow. It leads to attachment, and eventually it leads to the death of soul consciousness. To be able to detach yourself from the temporary attainments of the physical world, you need one thing, and that one thing is trust. You have to experiment and trust that by letting go, you are in a win-win situation. You win, the body wins, and the whole world wins. Close your eyes to seeing any body. You can cover the mirrors in the house where you live. You can start to do YouTube videos without the camera on. You can start to think of yourself as an angel and not a name. Stop looking at the bodies of others, see just the sparkling star of light. Stop using their names. Name them Soul 1, Soul 2, Soul 3, Angel 1, Angel 2, Angel 3. It is a practice that you can start today. It is essential, and it will bring huge results for your mind, for your happiness, for your inner world. The quality of your inner experience will increase immediately. Is it easy and simple? It is possible, and it is straightforward. create a new habit, the habit of ignoring that puppet. Just ignore it. Just detach yourself from this Pinocchio. The body, the name, the appearance from the mirror is just a wooden puppet, a Pinocchio, which is lifeless. Ignore it, push it aside. Do not give it life. Pinocchio is not alive. It is a wooden puppet. It is you, the soul, that gives life to the role. Continue playing the role without identifying yourself with it. To break attachment, to be free from the attachment to the body, to the role, to the bodies of others, to the roles of others. To break attachment now is the highest priority. Live without the body. Live without the consciousness of being the body. Live without the consciousness of being a name, a religion, a profession, a family. Live like a tiny star of light. It is a time to destroy your temporary creation, the identification with this temporary role, with a name and body and position and possessions. It is a time to die alive to all these temporary creations that brought you sorrow and will bring you more sorrow unless you finish them. So today, leave aside anything else and put a full stop to all your identifications with the body, the name, and the role. See but do not see. Hear but do not hear. Let it disappear from your consciousness. Write it down 20 times today. This role doesn't exist for me. This body is just an instrument, a puppet. I am not the body. Let it disappear. Let it become invisible. Let it be just for name's sake. You are a tiny star of light in a world of light with a supreme soul in soul world surrounded by other tiny stars of light.